Hello everyone, welcome to Card Making Fundamentals and welcome to the Seize the Day classroom. Today, happy Friday! I'm so happy you can join me today, and today we're going to make a card filled with sunshine. I know it's not quite spring yet. Well, February, definitely not spring. I mean, we probably still have snow in some areas, but I thought we'd bring a little sunshine to our craft room or crafty space today. So to create card number 3 or lesson number 3, we're going to definitely need our scissors. I'm going to grab those. And then we're also going to need our stamp set. So our ink today, we're going to use black ink. So you're going to need acrylic block. I don't think, yeah, we're going to grab an acrylic block. We're just going to stamp sending. So we just need a small acrylic block. So we're going to need one of those. We're also going to need, I think that's it. Not too bad. But from our kit, you're going to need your tape runner for sure. We're going to need our gel pen. We're also going to need our glue from our kit. We're going to need, where is our little bag here? From our little die cut pack, we're gonna need a few of the items here. We're gonna need, I think, Take Me to the Ocean. Maybe. I'm not sure if we're gonna use these or not, but we'll see if they can fit. And then also My Happy Place. And what else we got in there? So we're going to need those. Oh, the stars, guys. Grab your little wood stars from here too. There are 2 stars that are wood shaped. Grab those. Okay. Put this back so I don't lose everything. And while we are at it, we're going to also we're going to make our bonus card today too. So I have to make this a little bit zippy, otherwise we're not going to have room to make the bonus card. Let's open up this package and take the sunshine out. There is a sentiment that says sunshine. Take that out. Keep everything else intact. That's going to make it a lot easier for my next idea. Okay? So all the things that we need are here. Most all. We're going to need our stamp set in a bit, but let's go ahead and set this aside. We're not going to do our stamping just yet, but we are going to take everything out of our package. There's a button in there. You don't want to lose it. And then I die cut out a fence, but to give it a little bit of extra dimension, guys, I always associate beach with beaches with fences, so that's why I included this. But to give it a little bit of dimension, we're going to start off by adhering these strips along the strip of our fence. Okay, so let's use our glue wand and add some glue to our little thin strips and place them right on top of the line that is on the fence. It'll line up perfectly. Hold it down for a few seconds so it adheres. But this just is going to give our fence a little bit of added dimension. And we're going to do the same exact thing to this one. Let's flip it around and then add a little glue. Put that back. And then place this over our existing. Okay. Hold that down for a minute. Oh, I kind of slid. And our fence is good to go. We're going to flip over our fence. The reason we have some larger foam, I know we have small foam squares in our kit, but the reason I have larger ones is because we're going to use our scissors and basically kind of make your foam squares a little bit pliable And then we're going to cut some strips in half and place them maybe in thirds, guys. Let's do a thinner strip. This way we can add some adhesive behind our fence because we are going to pop it up. And you don't want the foam squares to show. And I thought these strips would be easier because they're longer. We would use less. So I would say cut them in thirds and skip every other fence post and just, I guess it's going to need one extra one on the end. But there, so that is ready to go. We just have foam adhesive behind it. You see those. So our fence is good to go. Okay, after we have that done, we're going to go ahead and take our buttons over there so we don't lose it. Let's take our pattern paper. I love this pattern paper. I love that there's a stain on there, and we all have the same one. So you have a little yellow highlight on top, and then you have like a water stain here. I just love that. I guess the distressed look is kind of my favorite. But we're going to flip this around, and then we're going to add adhesive behind it. And this is going to go on our card base. And I'm putting the yellow on the very top. Although we should put the yellow on the very bottom since we're going to have the sunshine on top. Let's flip it around. Actually, it puts the words right side up too. I would have put it upside down. Yellow stain will go on the bottom of your card base. Make sure your card base opens the right way. And then this is going to leave just a little bit of a white border on our card base. And again, we got our yellow on the bottom, water stain on top. Now we're going to take our white gel pen and we're going to do faux stitching all around the edges here. And I like to go back and forth with my gel pen like this. And if you guys aren't into making dash lines, you could do one solid line all along the edges. I think that would look just as nice. Okay, flip it around. The white gel pen does smear, so if you touch it, it could smear, so you want to give this a little second to dry. So that's why we adhered our paper first. And a couple more. And I just love how it just brings the white to the colored paper. Okay, dash lines are all done. Now we're going to go ahead and take our orangey pad. I love blue and oranges together. Isn't that a pretty color combination? Let's flip this around and add adhesive behind here. This is going to go in the middle of our card, kind of evenly spacing it. Okay. After we have that done, we have stripe paper and then our grid paper. Let's layer our stripe paper on our grid paper, centering it. The grid lines are going to help. A little bit overhanging, you can trim that off, and you'll notice that the grid paper actually has adhesive behind it. So let's go ahead and remove that adhesive. Just kind of fold it over a little bit, and you can remove the release paper. So we have a sticker. We're going to take this. If you didn't get it quite centered and you have a part that's thicker, I put the thicker part in the bottom, guys, and then the thinner part on top. We're going to take this strip about a 1 inch from the top of our card base. We're going to adhere it all the way across, and it adheres beautifully. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our sunshine, and then we have our polka dot. We're going to adhere our polka dot circle to our sunshine, making sure that's centered. And then for this, we're going to go ahead and take our white gel pen and do faux stitching around our yellow. It's going to be a little hard to see on camera, and the faux stitching might be kind of lost with the polka dots, but once it's on the card, I think it's going to all come together. And again, if you guys don't want to do the dash lines, just do a circle with your white gel pen all around. It can be a little bit wonky. It don't have to be a perfect circle, but it's just going to add that white highlight. You see there? Okay, take the rest of your foam squares. We're going to pop it up, but we're going to stamp our sentiment on here, so we're going to hold off on that. Okay, let's go ahead and add our fence. Fence is going to remove the release paper. I'm going to place the fence just a little bit wonky on our card. I think that's going to give it a real playful look. So let's put it at a slight diagonal just above the orange there. Okay, after we have this done, we're going to go ahead and go through our extra little goodie bag and take out our sunshine paper clips. I'm just going to grab this and cut a little hole in it and pull one of these out. Not two, one. We could actually seal it closed with another one. Let's see. There we go. We are going to go ahead and add our sunglasses to our sunshine. And I think that looks good. Going to put the end of the sunglasses at the lower part of the circle there. Half circle, shape, negative circle shape. Okay, after we have that, let's stamp our sentiment. Actually, take those paper clips out. Let's stamp our sentiment now. Take our stamp set and open this up. And I'm going to take out the sentiment that says sending. So our card will be Sending Sunshine. Let's pick it up with our acrylic block. Now, since this is a new stamp set, you kind of want to season your stamp with your hand, especially the acrylic. Sometimes it's easier to just lay it down and then pick it up. It kind of keeps its shape a little bit better. I'm using Memento ink. If you have VersaFine ink, that would probably work a little bit better. But we're going to stamp with Memento. Just ink up and then stamp on the very bottom of your sunshine. Sending. We will need our little stamp chamois. If you got, I think it was last month's kit, guys. Break it out and works great for cleaning stamps. We're going to put this back on our set. Add the clear plastic over it so we don't lose it. It's always nice to put things back as we go. Okay, I'm excited about this card. I think it's just adorable. Let's go ahead and add our sunglasses back. And then we can flip it around and add our foam adhesive. That's 3 left, so we can go 2 of the bottom on the bottom of the paper clip, and then 1 on the top. And then let's go ahead and remove our release paper. And then this is going to go over our fence, but on our strip here. But make sure your sending is straight. And I think that's going to look great. we're going to take these extra pieces and we're going to add, I'm going to add a little glue. You could use your tape runner if you want, but sometimes the tape runner will add extra adhesive. So let's just go ahead and add some glue behind here. And then we're going to tuck these underneath the sunshine here. Almost as if our sunglass paper clip is kind of holding on to them. Okay, after we have that done, let's take our sunshine, and this is going to go just below. We're going to need to add a couple foam squares over here to the left, and then we'll add a little adhesive to the right, and then let's attach our sunshine. Good deal. After we have this done, let's add a foam square behind our large star. Add that on the bottom area of our fence. We're going to add a foam square behind our smaller star, and I think we can just make it fit. Let's see. I think we got it. So let's remove the release paper and add that. We're going to make a triangle, 2 stars and a button here. I wanted to add a little blue in here. Let's see if we can thread our button. Let's trim off our twine. Let's see if we can thread it. Go through the top first, I suggest. And you know what I'm going to do is to take my glue, which my sticker's coming up. I'm going to add a little bit to the end. And then just go over it with your hand like that. And then it should be easy to thread. Voila! And then we'll take that end, flip your button around, and thread it through once more. And grab it here. Artificial nails don't help. Okay. And then we're going to tie a knot. Actually, should we tie a bow? Let's tie a bow. Let's see what a bow does. So let's tie a bow with this. I always like to adhere this first and then tie my bows because it makes it easier. But that twine likes to curl. So let's just tie a knot. We're going to tie a knot with it, okay? Tie a knot, and then we will trim the tails of our button. And then inside your bag, there should be a glue dot. So grab that. Yours will be nice and pretty. And mine likes to stick to the plastic, the clear plastic. And then you just add your button behind it. And then pick it up and add that to your fence. Okay, let's wrap our twine up and put this back. And I don't know if you guys remember that little trick I gave you about the cardstock. Take a piece of cardstock, lay it over the top, and then kind of push it. like that. And then your twine is secure. Let's put those away. Okay. And where's my... I think that is going to finish off card number 3. I think it's kind of playful, kind of fun. Almost a collage card, but that is card number 3. Now we are going to jump in with our bonus project, guys. So let's grab our bonus project. Okay, and to do our bonus project, we are going to definitely need our leftovers. Lots of leftovers. Now, we are not going to use the date and the numbers. Okay, we are going to use the happiness. We'll punch that out. And then we're not going to use the paradise found too. We're going to punch that out. Okay. We're going to open up our kit. And this is a neat way to use your sentiment strips. Okay. What we're going to do is start off by taking our white cardstock. Okay. After we have our white cardstock, we're going to go ahead, flip over our panel, and we're going to add adhesive. And let me double check and make sure we're not going to use any more sentiments in here. No. Okay, we're going to double check it. Okay, flip it over, and then basically what we're going to do is take our panel, and we are going to add it to... Let's see. Probably right in the middle, guys. Just above here, about right here. So evenly space it from the top here to the bottom before you hit this open area. Okay? So you're going to want to add adhesive behind all of those areas. You might have to hold some down. If some pop up, pop them back. Okay, once you have adhesive adhered, then take your panel and then again evenly space it and place it. Actually, I take that back. Let's see. This is going to give us a full frame. I think this is going to work out. Take your panel and the straight edge of it, put it on along the edge of this open area here. It's going to work out better. Okay, right in the middle. Don't tack down too much. Okay? Then what you're going to do is flip it around, and all the areas where there's sentiments, use your hand and rub it. Try not to rub it on the negative areas, because that's going to make it hard to lift up. Okay. Now is the fun part. We're going to go ahead and lift up the negative piece carefully. And my theory is that everything should be evenly spaced. Where's and? You might have to press down on the and. Your and wants to lift up. And just carefully lift up that negative piece. And it looks like some of it wants to stick, but that's okay. Maybe we should have used glue. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. So, we have a few, this is where your craft pick's going to come in handy, guys. Kind of lift up those negative areas and pull it away. And if you have some extra, then that's okay too. Okay. Now there's going to be extras. Take your Paradise Found, and you can use your glue if you want, or you can use your tape runner. I'm going to use my tape runner. That's going to go right down the middle of this open area here. You can go all the way to the edge if you want to let that overhang. We have happiness too. Let's add adhesive behind that. This can go right next to the knights. Just fill in the open areas, guys. We have sand. We have ahoy. Let's take ahoy and add that up here. And we have joy. Nope, best. We're just basically filling in all the areas. You don't want two colors that are the same. And some of your stickers might still have adhesive on them. We have surf. Right here. And we'll use a darker blue here. And I think that looks good. So we have a background filled with sentiments. Now there is a little bit of an area down here where I have that negative piece. You can take that off. Kind of do a little scraping with it. A little bit up here too. So maybe instead of putting adhesive all over the back, you can use your glue, guys, and just go over the sections. You know, that way you don't have to really fuss with lifting it or not. That's another option. Okay, but I think it's a great way to evenly space everything. So once we have this done, let's flip it around. We're going to use our scissors. Trim off the excess. I love the way this looks. Okay. Lovely. Let's take our background. Make sure your card opens the right way and adhere this to our card base. And then after this is adhered, we have 3 different size circles. Let's just layer them all together, guys. Take the wood grain one, add that to our matte print. Take the polka dot, add that to the center of our wood print. Okay, let's go ahead and adhere this to our card base. Put it in the center. And then we are going to add some foam adhesive behind. Should have included a couple big ones so you don't have to use all your little ones. Okay, my camera stopped. At 30-minute mark, my camera stops recording. So I didn't leave you, I'm still here. In fact, I was still chit-chatting. But I'm using the small foam squares. Save yours, guys. But I'll include these squares, so you could put 3 squares of these behind your circles, okay? And then it just makes it easier than having all these little itty-bitties. Plus, itty-bitties are nice to have for smaller elements. Okay. My heater kicked on, so you're probably going to hear some noise. We're going to go ahead and take our circle, put it right in the center. And then we are going to go ahead and go through our embellishment bag and grab your anchor. Flip that around. We're going to trim down a couple of our smaller foam squares and add a couple here. And then we're going to take some of our twine just maybe about 8 inches. Let's put this back. Kind of wrap it around, guys, like this, and then kind of loop it a little bit. Put it in the center. Make sure the ends are kind of towards the middle. Put it in the center of your card. Remove the release paper off of our little anchor. And then we're going to pop our anchor right over the top of it. If you guys wanted to loop it around a little bit, you could do that too. I think that looks really nice. Okay, and then that is our little bonus card. Maybe worth it, maybe not, but I love just that it's an everyday card. So that's our little bonus card. Okay, thank you for joining me for lesson kit. Let's put this back, our lesson kit number 3. Today, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Thank you for all your wonderful comments, guys. I may not respond all the time, only because there's so much social media out there, and I spend my time mostly creating instead of commenting, but I really appreciate your comments, and I'm glad you all are loving the classes. If I can do anything to improve them, let me know, please. I take criticism so well, it just makes me a better person. But I appreciate all of you guys, and even if you guys want to let me know, you know, some kits that you'd like to see done. I am planning a really fun masculine kit, and so I'm looking forward to doing that. But if you guys have any extra kits, my bag broke, darn it. If you guys have any extra kits or kit ideas that you would like being done, let me know, and I will try to work it so I can get those done. I love doing these kits, and I'm glad you guys can do them with me. I plan on doing a masculine one coming really soon, and also I plan on doing one that has bumblebees. I'm excited about that one too. So, and then one for maybe Mother's Day. But I hope you are enjoying the costumes as much as I like teaching them. Have a great day. We'll see you next Friday for our final lesson, and then that's where we'll create our envelopes too. See you again soon, guys. Bye-bye.